Hello, friends. Welcome to Ask Me Anything. Today, I'm going to answer questions from Jennifer. I had her on my weekly Ask Me Anything show a few weeks ago. And actually, when she came live, I didn't answer any of her questions because we went off on another tangent, the two of us. So I helped her with the things that she wanted to help with that were like in real time. So I'm going to go back and answer the questions that she had for me regarding being a business owner and starting my own business, because I never actually addressed them back then when her and I did the weekly Ask Me Anything show. She was a guest, she came live, and she had other questions once I actually got her on the show. So I didn't answer any of the questions that she sent me in advance to answer for her. So today I'm going to talk about that. And I hope you're excited for this little bit of training, and I hope this inspires you and helps you out. Okay, Jennifer's question was, I'm going to just let you know what a few of the questions are, and then I'll come back and answer them. How hard was it for you to start your own business? Did you want to quit when it was slow, or maybe think it wasn't meant to be? Did you have your own shop by yourself when you started out? I'm in a small town, about 8,000 to 10,000 people, and so many salons and beauty schools also. So it's hard to say. She's having imposter syndrome. So we're going to talk about that. And hey, Sherry's back in this training. Just so you guys know, I changed outfits. We're doing a weekly, we're doing a 5-day social media challenge. So if you are not part of it, you need to get part of it. I didn't want to confuse you and have the same outfit on. I want you to be able to look back at that training and have the outfit changes be different. So this is my Ask Me Anything outfit, and that was my day 1 of the 5-day social media challenge. But hello again, Sherry. Sherry, since you're here live, feel free to type in the comments as I go along. Okay, so Jennifer's first question was, how hard was it for you to start your own business? At the time I started my own business, which was 11 years ago, I can't believe that, it's so crazy, I had been working at a big corporate salon, and I was there for 14 years before I started my own company. I knew there was something more. I was definitely bored. Do any of you feel bored? Sherry, do you feel bored? I hate it now. I'm never bored, but I knew there was something more for me. I was feeling bored and I just didn't like that feeling. I knew I needed to channel my creativity somewhere else aside from just the clients that were in my chair. I knew I wanted to make more income, and I was basically at the top pay already. Sherry says, yes, I'm bored. Awesome. Also, I think is when you're an employee, you max out. I don't want anyone to be bored. So that's some of the reasons why I'm just giving you my thoughts and feelings regarding where I was at mentally before I started my own company. It also bothered me to be around people on the daily that were negative, lazy, and unmotivated. Does anyone else here feel that way? Are you around others that you just don't feel pull you up? These people pulled me down, and I tried so hard to stay away from the negativity, but it was wearing on me. I knew for my soul I had to leave. I just knew it. I'm like, I have to start my own business. I have to leave here. I had been giving out my card for years, my business card with my personal cell number on it. So I knew I was going to leave one day, but I just wasn't sure when, and I was trying to prep myself. Now, this was 11 years ago. I definitely wasn't on any social media accounts then, or if I was, it was minimal, not like now where I show up daily on 13 different platforms. So my clients couldn't really find me that way then. One of them I actually ran into my client Patty in a Walmart, which is kind of funny. After I left the salon, she's like, Gina, I need your card. So that was actually kind of fun. But most people had my card with my number on it, so they knew to follow me. And I couldn't reach out to them because the big corporate salon I worked at, that was an easy way to get sued from them. So I just kept my lip zipped. And when they reached out to me, that's how I started booking appointments. Sherry's saying, they pull me up some of the times. They pull me up. Some of the clients pull me down. Fair. Well, the good thing is when you have your own business, Sherry, I believe you are an employee still, you can decide who you want in your chair. My motto is, and this is what I teach inside Glamorous Academy, I teach you how to work with clients that light you up. If you don't love the client in your chair, you're going to refer them out. I teach my students how to charge the prices that they deserve, because if I had a dime for every time I heard someone say, I undercharge, I would be a millionaire. And the third thing is, I teach people how to create their own schedule. Let your clients work around your schedule. I stopped working Saturdays 3 years ago when I moved in with my fiance. I do special events, wedding parties and special events, but aside from that, I don't take clients on the weekends. I don't want to. I create content for social media. I do other things, get organized, send out emails, things like that. So I'm definitely working on Saturdays, sometimes Sundays if I want, but I'm not taking clients unless it's a special event. So that's the good thing about when you own your own business. You call the shots, you call the rules, clients in your chair, pricing you charge, and hours that you work. Just because you're a stylist, it does not mean you have to work on the weekends if you don't want to. So finally, one day, I walked out of the salon and I started renting a chair about 2 miles down the salon, down the street from where the salon was at. Now, that was technically illegal. Luckily, they never came after me, but I was like, I'm gonna take the risk. I don't care. I consider myself a pretty big risk taker, so that's what makes up entrepreneurs. We're risk takers. We do things outside the box. That's how we think. I think as stylists too, we're also like that. I don't know about you, but as a stylist, and if you have learned how to do, let's say, a keratin treatment, do you customize your keratin treatment for your clients? If you learn how to do a specific type of color, do you customize that color treatment for each client? We think outside the box. We make up our own rules. So we're kind of rebels as it is as stylists. Was it scary? Yes. I have never one day regretted becoming a business owner. I always say, if I had to go back to being an employee, it would be like moving back home with my parents. No, heck no, and oh, heck no. My clients started contacting me since they had my phone number, and I didn't reach out to them, of course, because of the non-compete. So that is my answer to how hard was it for you to start your own business that Jennifer had for me. Number 2, she said, did you want to quit when it was slow or think maybe it wasn't meant to be? That's actually a really great question. And I can say, not at all. Now, are things easy? Not necessarily. Am I outside my comfort zone and feeling uncomfortable a lot of times? Absolutely. But no, I definitely did not think about quitting. I made the decision to become a business owner. I pivot quickly and often when I need to. That's how it is as a business owner. I look at ways, online education, podcast memberships, to keep me informed, inspired, and accountable. I still do to this day, 11 years later. If you're having that mindset, if you want to quit, you need to challenge yourself to think outside the box and challenge your limiting beliefs. Those are limiting beliefs to give up. When the going gets tough, you give up. That's just a limiting belief. That can change in your mind. It starts within your mind. My mantra is creative possibilities are available to me. If that's something personal in my business, when I launch my programs with my clients, how I show up on social, how I market myself, I always think of that mantra. Creative possibilities are available to me. Thank you, Gabby Bernstein. I learned that from her. Okay. The next question Jennifer had is, did you have your own shop by yourself when you started out? I've never owned my own shop. I don't want to be married to a space. So I've always rented a chair. I knew I didn't want to be married to the salon. I had 14 people on my team at one time. They are all 1099 contractors, and that's how I like it. I don't want anybody being an employee. I pay everyone either per contract or hourly. So, and also Jennifer said I'm in a small town and there's so many other salons. Basically, my answer to her is, she didn't really have a question about that, but she said it's very hard. It's very competitive out there. My answer, my thought process is this: your individuality is enough. This is imposter syndrome at its finest. If you think there's competition around you, there's not. I'm going to give you an example. If I asked 10 hairstylists, lined them up and said, show me how to do a top knot, I can guarantee you every one of those stylists would come up with a different way to get to the top knot. My dog just tried to jump on the chair and he fell off. Poor guy. He didn't fall, but he didn't quite get quite up there. So if you heard some scruffling around down there, he's a 15-year-old senior rescue pup. So if I line 15 hairstylists up, ask them to do a top knot, every single one of them would come to the top knot in a different way. Different tools, some would take 2 minutes, some would take 5 minutes, some would be a skinny top knot, some would be a big top knot. That's the thing, there's no such thing as competition, so don't ever think that. I always say, put your blinders on, don't look to the left and to the right unless you're specifically looking for inspiration from that person or that salon, okay? So that's what I want you to think about. It doesn't matter if there's a million other salons. I live in the big city in Chicago. Now he's whining. I think they want dinner, these boys. And there's plenty of other stylists around here, but I don't have time for everyone, nor do I want every client in Chicago, all millions of people, to be my client. So just remember that when you're feeling like there's competition going around. Your individuality is enough. You just need to change your mindset around that. So you need to master the art of creating more income with the people that are already in your chair. Not getting more, having more quality services. My goal is, or my motto is, 90% of your clients should be buying 90% of your products and services. I teach this strategically inside Glamorous Academy, but just so you know, if you have clients in your chair, all you have to do is market your other products and services to the clients that are already in your chair. You don't need more people. You just work with the people that you have when you strategically market yourself online. Again, I teach it in great detail in Glamorous Academy. I'll let you guys know when the doors open again. My students usually go from feeling lost, overwhelmed, not feeling competent and burned out, to excited, confident, and making more money. So, just as, again, the doors aren't open yet, but Glamorous Academy is a 9-week group implementation program. The main things it covers is accountability, you're with like-minded stylists, and you go at your own pace. It's lifetime access. So, I hope you like this training. I thought I'd just give you a little behind the scenes about what the heck Glamorous Academy is like, how I started my business, why I started it, what was at the very beginning. I don't know about you, but I like when people peel back the curtain. I like seeing the very beginning stages. It gives me inspiration, gives me encouragement, helps me think outside the box. So anyway, I hope you guys like this training. If you have not signed up yet for the 5-day social media challenge, I want you to sign up. I'm going to share the link again in the comments here. Sign up. I'm going to be posting something every single day this week, and I'm going to tag you in the post if you are interested in getting notified. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to be featured next week in my Ask Me Anything show, let me know, comment below, send me a direct message, and I'd be happy to feature you. I'm going to hop off now if nobody else has any questions or comments. Again, I just went back and answered Jennifer's questions from a few weeks ago that we actually never got to, because when I brought her on live on Ask Me Anything, we went off on another tangent, had other things to talk about. So I thought I'll save this stuff for later when I don't have anyone specific to host. I hope this helped you out. I hope this gave you some inspiration. And 5-day social media challenge, if you haven't already, I promise it will help you turn those followers from social to clients in your chair. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you have a great night, and I will see you soon. Bye, friends.